back. No, actually, it's not welcome back. Welcome to Eye on Paulsboro. We're shooting the show out of sequence. I forgot where I was as far as the program goes. Welcome. This program of Eye on Paulsboro being taped at Ninos Restaurant here at the Paulsboro Plaza, where Paulsboro meets Skipstown, where the plaza is under renovation, and where Nino has done a big job inside now that he has a new landlord and has a new lease and can make the commitment. Place just looks beautiful. Irma?
John, it is beautiful. It's like a touch of Italy here, and the food has always been superb here. And with Nino coming out and visiting everyone and Carol joining it and his staff, it's what a wonderful business in Paulsboro.
Yeah, no, it's very, very good. We have an interesting program for you, a number of walk-ins. We're going to talk to the Crothers about insurance, which is something you don't think about till you need it, and a good group to talk to. Dr. Walter Quint will visit with us, and we have an update from Council with Council President John Giovanetti, and also with the newest member of Council, Eric DeTono. We think you'll enjoy that as well. Plus, a special something from Nino out of the kitchen, and people always like cooking. We'll be right back. We're coming to you from Nino Gervais.
Multi-policy discount, paperless discount, paid in full discount, homeowners discount, safe driver discount, chipmunk family reunion, someone stole the nuts, squirrel jail, justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
And welcome back. As I mentioned at the top of the show, as tongue-tied as I was, we're coming to you from Nino. How do you say it?
Gervais. Yeah, I've still got it right in 20 years, John.
Well, I got the first part right.
Nino, yeah.
Yeah, I got the first part right. And also Carol Medeiros, who will be joining in as a partner in the future and has lent a hand with the touch of renovations. If you haven't been here in recent weeks, when you come in, you're going to be absolutely surprised. First of all, Nino, the place looks spectacular.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Carol Medeiros. She's shipping in with us. We're going to try to do the best we can in Paulsboro.
No, it's a landmark of a restaurant, and Carol, who has in the restaurant business a very long time, had Carol's Diner, which now is available. We're going to talk her into maybe having two places after she makes arrangements here. But Carol, the restaurant business, as you know, you worked for many years. It's not an easy business.
Very, very long hours, very hard work, very competitive, and just like the prices go up in the store, the prices go up here for us.
Well, and you know, for people who are in the nightclub business, for example, they'll tell you the average life of a nightclub is between 5 and 7 years before you have to start sort of again. You freshen up, you change things, you change colors. And the renovations here, they're significant.
Oh, yeah. People want to come to a nice place, and it was very nice, but it's extra special now. It was a mutual agreement between Nino, I, and his wife on color choices, drapery. Anything that's been done was all done mutually.
Yeah, and just very tasteful, too, I might add. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. A lot of things have happened in this restaurant over the years. Governors have been here. Attorney generals have been here. Motion picture receptions have been here. With all of you remember Jersey Girl. A lot of history here. And many of us were very happy that a new lease was able to be arranged because, as we reported on this show, the plaza at long last is being overhauled and finally about to hit a higher gear to get the supermarket in and some other things to happen. And with the renovations and commitment here, this becomes a very important anchor. So, Nino, it's sort of like you start over again. There's no excitement.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's great for me and great for Carol. and we have joined courses, and she wants to learn how to cook again. That's a little challenge.
Let me tell you, Carol knows how to cook on all cylinders.
Just a little roasty, but she'll be all right.
Now, we're going to take a little break and come back. Carol's going to stay with us. Nina's going to stay with us. Nina's going to tell us about the dish she's going to cook, because we'll always close the shot with something to eat. We'll be right back.
I don't want to disappoint Irma.
No.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
And welcome back. You know, we can't visit Ninos and not have him cook something for us. And I forgot to mention, for those that have been here, you recognize there's 3 rooms here. We're in the 3rd room, which is a banquet room to handle affairs of a certain size. The bar is just beautifully restored, classic, new televisions, a lot of excitement in that respect and just a lot of fun. But the real star here, not only Nino's personality, Carol's personality, Yvonne's personality, is Nino in the kitchen. So, Nino, what are you going to cook for us today?
That's what I do best, cooking. I'm going to have a special.
Now, see, there was a time when you would have said something else.
Yeah, that was, never mind.
Yeah, so.
What I'm going to cook? I'm going to cook your favorite tonight. I'm going to make gnocchi, homemade gnocchi with meatballs. I know you don't like no cheese, but.
My father doesn't like the cheese. I love
the cheese. You like the Reggiano. For Irma, we're going to cook a famous pork chop Italiano with mashed potatoes and a spicy balsamic reduction. I hope you're going to like Irma. No filet for you tonight, Irma.
No, she's going to love it. Take us through the steps on the pork chop preparation.
The pork chop preparation is a grilled pork chops, which is called marble pork chops. And it's a really nice, thick size pork chops. Bell peppers. What's the other one?
There's going to be something else. We had the mashed potatoes.
And then we had the mashed potatoes. Cherry peppers with the juice in. That's what it makes this dish so good.
And the gnocchis are simple. That's like peasant food.
Definitely. Carol's boyfriend, he loves it. Maybe I'm going to name her after him after this.
Carol, by the way, you've gone from Carol's Diner, which was meatloaf and traditional diner food, to now this Italian cuisine.
Believe me, it is a talent. And this guy's got it down, but I will get it down.
There's no question in my mind. No question in my mind. We will be right back because we're going to, at some point, eat what Nino has shown you and prepared. Menu is always good here, and there are specials, various things. Open for lunch, by the way. Open 6 days a week, closed on Sunday presently, so people can rest. We'll be right back.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount. Paid in full discount. Homeowners discount. Safe driver discount. Chipmunk family reunion. Someone stole the nuts. Squirrel jail. Justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
And welcome back to Eye on Paulsboro. As I mentioned at the top of the show, this program comes to you from Ninos Restaurant here in what used to be the Paulsboro Plaza, soon to be the renovated Paulsboro Plaza. And for those who don't know, it's where Paulsboro meets Skipstown at Billingsport Road. With me now is Hugh Carruthers. His brother John, his father Jim, operates Barton Planning, which is an insurance agency on Broad Street for many, many years. And of course, you know, when you talk about insurance, people immediately want to go to sleep. You don't think about it till you need it, whether it's health, car, or something else. But the Carruthers family has been very loyal, not only to this town but this region, and have been a sponsor of this program for many years. We'd like to have them on from time to time because what they do is changing all the time, and it's important to know that you can call somebody who's friendly and is not going to not want to talk to you if you have what seems to be a naive question. So first of all, you're welcome. Really appreciate you guys. We've had a long relationship, and it's just appreciated. So your world has changed because at one time you were selling a lot of health insurance. That's changed, but you have all kinds of different products.
Correct. Today we're just going to talk about specialty lines coverage for your motorcycle, boat insurance, travel trailer, and motorhome insurance. And believe it or not, golf carts.
Golf carts.
Yes, a lot of the campgrounds now are requiring people who go to the mobile homes, travel trailers to have coverage on their golf carts in order to have it on their property.
And what makes that kind of insurance different? Is it seasonal? Do you buy a policy that runs a year? How does it work? We'll start with motorcycles because people enjoy motorcycles and the seasons have changed, and it's going to be a fun time to ride.
Yes, it is a 12-month policy period, but they base their rates on 9 months because they understand usually in the winter months, you're laying the bike up and you're not going to be riding the motorcycle. They actually have specific coverages where you can delete the comp and collision, to reduce the rate until season picks back up in April.
Pretty sophisticated stuff because you make a point about how you structure your coverage, which directly affects your rate. May not, again, you sort of gloss over when you hear that, but if you stop at Spartan, these guys will walk you through it because I can never figure it out.
Yes.
I have fire trucks and cars, and I can't figure any of it. I just make the payments each month. Well, am I properly covered?
Correct, and that's where, we can sit down and go over your insurance needs, because you can get a personal umbrella policy, a commercial umbrella policy, to even extend that liability coverage over and above your actual policy limits.
Now, something's always been curious. When you have someone come work on your house, work on your roof, does your homeowners extend? How do people protect themselves?
Well, in the event of a lawsuit, you do have some coverage under your liability coverage. But if it's a contractor, you do want to make sure they have what is called a certificate of liability insurance showing, yes, they have their coverage and workers' comp for their employees if they were injured on the property.
So then their insurance gets exercised first if something happens?
Correct. And then if you are brought into the lawsuit, you do have some coverages under your policy.
Again, the word complicated comes to mind. Now, how about on the boat stuff? That seems like that's a unique area of coverage.
What coverage?
Boat.
Yes, it's, again, a seasonal coverage. You got to make sure you have pollution liability coverage under there. In event you have an accident on the waters and you put gas or oil into the waters, so we make sure you have that coverage also.
Geez, Conrail should have had that for the train.
Yes, they should.
Yeah, it would have helped. We're visiting with you, Carruthers, Spartan Planning on Broad Street. What are the office hours? You maintain some evening hours?
Yes, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5. On Tuesday nights and Thursday nights, we are open till 7 p.m. And then Saturdays, we are open from 9 to 12.
Very good. Any oddball stuff that's fun? Do you insure pets?
No, we have not gotten to that yet.
Surprised Janice hasn't been down. Stay with us. We're coming right back. And I'm very sincere when I say this to you. If you're shopping for insurance, if you just have questions, give a call. Phone number there is 423-4561. Very easy to talk to, and you'd be surprised what they can help with. It's always a pleasure to visit with Dr. Walter Quint, a friend for so many years. And Walter, although has retired from the school system, still has his heart here and is helping coordinate the 100th anniversary. Paulsboro High School opened in 1916. Building still stands. Walter, what's the update? Because you've got a lot of stuff going on with the 100th anniversary. Beautiful shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yes, our centennial shirts. There is a lot going on. We are embarking on a year-long celebration that will begin at commencement 2016, which will be the 100th class to graduate from Paulsboro High School, and it will end in May 2017. Interestingly, the building has a cornerstone that says 1916. But the building really wasn't complete till May 2017. So in May, we'll have a gala and rededicate the building.
That's interesting. So they set the cornerstone at the beginning of the construction site.
They did. They set the cornerstone, and the building just wasn't ready. Interestingly, the diplomas from those years do not have a picture of the high school on it because it wasn't complete. So it's a seal of New Jersey.
Well, I'll tell you, the people of Paulsboro, and actually you have to remember that Paulsboro served as a regional high school right probably into the early 60s in large part before Clearview was built and then the expansion over at Kingsway. But A lot of people have come through that high school, and the taxpayers got their money's worth out of that building. Now, Walter, that color you're wearing, is that the original color?
Well, we just determined people are giving us memorabilia, and I would encourage alumni to give us any memorabilia that they have, because we're going to create a museum with it. But we got a 1920 Memoirs, which was the yearbook, and it would appear that the original colors of Paulsboro High School were blue and white.
Wow.
At some point, the colors became burgundy and silver, and then later red and white. So we're using the burgundy and silver because it was the most traditional color for the school as we celebrate the centennial.
That stuff is fun. We look forward to looking at all that memorabilia. See, I almost said the word correctly. I don't even have a PhD as that comes together. But you'll keep an eye on the Paulsboro Record, this show, the Gloucester County Times, now South Jersey Times, for updates, correct, Walter?
Yes, and you can visit us on Facebook at Paulsboro High School Centennial Celebration, and we have updates there all the time, as well as on the school website.
That's beautiful. Well, there you have it. Get involved. For all the people who have gone through Paulsboro High School, you want to try and be involved in some of the celebration at some point. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll be right back from Ninos.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
And welcome back again. We're at Nino Diversities. Actually, we're in the third room, the banquet room, beautifully appointed. With me now is John Giovanetti, he's president of council. Eric DeTono, who recently joined council. When Gary Stevenson was elected mayor, Eric filled his seat for what's called an unexpired term. And of course, the most attractive person in this picture is Sophia, John's daughter. He brings her along because it softens his image. He's very smart about that. So John, let's start with Eric, because many people haven't met him, other than, of course, the DeTono family is a big family, not a stranger to many people. But Eric, first of all, welcome to public service.
Thank you. Just out of curiosity, I talked to John before a lot, just seen him in the street, and I've always kind of been involved with politics. I was a class president, did a little bit of politics when I was in college and stuff like that, helping people campaign for class president there at the University of Alabama. So I always
University of Alabama? You mean like in state of Alabama?
Yes. Always had an interest in politics, and finally John came to me one day and told me that they're going to have an open seat because of Gary taking it at mayor, and I just submitted my application and kind of got the ball rolling from there. And that's where I'm standing right now. So
nice. Well, by the way, before we talk about government, there were actually classes there, or was it just football?
There was classes, yeah. I took a lot of criminal justice classes there. So
I actually teach. Alabama has an outstanding academic reputation. That sort of gets lost. People think it's just a football school. Janice is a big Alabama fan. Can't figure that out. Now, what committees are you handling? What is your role?
Right now, I'm on the head of the chair of the Public Safety Committee, and I'm also working with Larry Haynes on the what was it, John? Roads, Public Works Committee right now. So, just been working a lot with Chief Vernon Marino, and I think Paulsboro always had this kind of reputation as it's a bad crime, but actually, in the last quarter of this year, from last year, crime has gone down significantly. We're talking about, I think, last year at this time, I don't know correct numbers, but we had around 60 different robberies and assaults like that. It's down to like 17 already. That's
the right direction, and it just takes work. I think the police department has been very progressive. Vern's been on the show. It just takes an effort. And are you enjoying it? That's the most important.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it right now. Just trying to work a little bit more. It's a little different than handling politics, of course, at like a university or high school and stuff like that. There's more involvement, more work, but it's actually really nice to see things moving and things kind of going in the right direction. I have a real good feeling about the team that we're with right now. Just within the last 4 months, I think we've accomplished more than the last 4 years here. And it's just nice, and John will probably agree with me too. You're starting to see the ball moving and everything rolling, and things are starting to pick up slowly. That we've been telling the people of Paulsboro, you got to be a little patient. It's not going to happen overnight, but it is going to happen, and we're seeing that now.
Well, and as we're standing here in Ninos, which is renovated and all freshened up, and these restaurants you have to freshen up from time to time, and this is a sign of optimism. People don't make investments if they don't think it's going to work. John, I'm going to reach over. Sophia, I'm sorry, you keep getting my arm in front of you. Sorry about that. I'll reach back here a little bit. So, John, this time around, you're serving as president of the council. I think there's a lot of reason for optimism in general.
A lot of optimism, Mayor. As you know, we're working with redevelopment with the county, yourselves. We're having meetings. We'll also have a meeting tomorrow. Gary has been very involved. The governing body is very involved. We worked on our budget, so we got to save a lot coming. We have other businesses. We are working on the Thompson Avenue. We're going to have a presentation at our council meeting. We are at another phase of the application. We're going to do Spruce Street. We're having our cleaning. We're moving in the right direction. The taxes look like we may be able to keep them under 3 cents. We readopted our landlord registration now that we can continue that ordinance. Also included in that will be businesses, so they'll be inspected. So we're doing really well. I feel like the councilman said, we're moving in the right direction. We're working good together, and it is a lot of optimism. And Paulsboro is a wonderful place, and I feel confident that you're going to see things happen. We're going to rehab a house on Swedesboro Avenue, and we have 3 houses that we're ready to take down once we go through title searches. And so we'll be able to fix one house up on Swedesboro Avenue. It's been an eyesore. That's the start of the turnover, and then with the money that we make selling the house, we start another one. So we're there.
It's all in the right direction. And as you come into town, you'll notice that the water filtration plant has made a major step forward. Big operation with the carbon filtration is going to take place there in well number 7. That's going to ensure really good drinking water for a very long time. These are the kind of projects that don't go on our headlines, but they take a lot of work. Sophia, what grade you in?
I'm in 5th grade.
You got that right. I knew that.
I'm 11 years old.
Well, don't give out too much information. You're on television.
And I have a dog.
Very good. Say hello to your mother.
Hi, Mom.
See, that's good television. We've been visiting with Eric DeTono. He is the newest council person, and John Giovanetti, council president, and, of course, Sophia Giovanetti. We're coming to you from Ninos Restaurant in their banquet room. We'll be right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back, and of course, the only reason we do the show is for Community Notes with Irma Stevenson. And Irma, this is always a fun visit because as we go out to credits, we'll be tasting some wonderful food.
I'm always ready to mind your bed, John, and Nino does a wonderful job. People need to come and really enjoy his specialty of anything he cooks, John.
Yep, wonderful stuff.
Happy birthdays to Marie Gezzi, Pauline Salvatore, Debbie Landolfi, Margaret Ledoux, Grace Kopach, Abigail Jane Llewellyn, Mike Funk Sr., Ida O'Leary, Chris O'Leary, Mark Wilgus, Grace Conquest, who lives in Connecticut, but she likes when she comes down here to play bingo, John. Dee Dee Roan, Kim Bernacki, and Jackie Pavone. And happy anniversaries to Angie and Ray Gezzi, Jill and Zach Garin, their first year, and we'll be getting our 8th grade grandchild in August. Judy and Walt Burlingame, Barbara and Dan Mazzatenda, Archie and Betty Romnick, and Mike and Donna O'Leary. Happy birthdays and happy anniversaries. And please don't forget, here we go, John, we're having another Chinese auction. Paulsboro Day Committee is holding a Chinese auction on April the 30th at the Paulsboro Firehouse. And They want everyone to come. Doors will open at 5 o'clock. $5 at the door, additional tickets, refreshments, and many items will be there. Please help this out because, John, this event lets our kids in Paulsboro have the free rides and everything that they have at Paulsboro Day. Call Mark Kemp at 423-1554 for any extra information. And our friends at Gibbstown VFW, 5579 on Broad Street in Gibbstown, have hoagie sales the second and fourth Fridays of every month. Special hoagies are $6. Regular hoagies are $5 from 9A to 1P. Call 856-266-5522. And our Paulsboro Gill Memorial Library now, John, since the beautiful, beautiful addition we have, every other Wednesday night they are holding story time, ages 3 to 6 p.m. And the next one will be March 3rd. It'll be whatever next Wednesday is.
It'll be after Tuesday.
Be after Tuesday, right. And our friends, John, at the Christ Presbyterian Church on Swedesboro Road in Gibbstown are having their 3rd annual Victorian tea. You think you'd like to go to a tea, John?
Depends what they serve.
Okay. They're right out on Swedesboro Road on April 30th. They're going to have 2 settings at 10:30 and 1:30. Please call 423-0916. They'll have finger sandwiches, $10, and desserts, variety of teas, tromboli table, and entertainment. And the Borough of Paulsboro is going green on May the 14th, John, 9 to 12 noon at Lowen Slacker School in the teacher's parking lot. Please call 423-1500. Get your old bills out and put them in a big trash bag or whatever you have. They don't want any paper clips or anything. But
And the shredder truck arrives?
the shredder truck will be there. And please make sure you bring your old stuff.
Now, let me jump in as well while I get the other notes together. We have a video clip of the new Conrail Bridge over the Mantra Creek. And, you know, as much as we have been critical of Conrail and some of their previous operations, we've got to recognize the investment that has happened here. Some would say it should have happened sooner, but the point is it has happened. It is a lift bridge very similar to the one that crosses Route 44 coming into town. Really substantial structure. Should serve for many years, and we keep our fingers crossed, hopefully in a very safe way. Especially with the port traffic coming, that bridge is going to be very, very critical, but it really looks substantial.
It is working, John. I see it every day going up and down. Gloucester County Commission for Women present the Gloucester County Child Care Fair, Saturday, April 23rd from 10A to 2B at the Deptford Mall. For more information, please call 856-582-8282. Children's games, singing, dancing, a bartender's challenge, John. We're not going there. It's non-alcoholic. Child and family resources and lots of fun. And
non-alcoholic boy.
Well, it's, John. Paulsboro High School, please don't forget, golden anniversary reunion, Sunday, June 26th at Aletto's from 2 p.m. And we're honoring the class of 1966 this year, John. And we're starting our centennial with the graduation and carrying it on into our alumni. We sent out 1,900 letters, John, and we just can't wait. If you didn't get it, you will be getting your letter shortly, probably the end of this week. If you don't get a letter and you are 50 years out of high school, call me at 423-3787 and I'll put you in touch with your rep.
Very good. That's going to do it from Ninos Restaurant here, where Paulsboro meets Gibbstown at the end of the old Paulsboro Plaza. For Fred Buchter behind the camera, for Amy Cook, who couldn't be here, for Bill Crane, our producer, who couldn't be here, and for Beth, who I see every day at the office. Beth, I told you I remembered your name, remember?
Well, John, we're going to mind you, Bev. Come to Nino's on Broad Street.
Till next time.